Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity, fellow Kenyans. My nom de plume is Okeya Dokta from Homa Bay County. And Okeya Dokta is a cosmo mentis, Homo sapien from Homa Bay. I want to just say that there comes a time in the life of a nation that not just tests the strength of its institutions, but it is the strength of its character that it tests. And we find ourselves in one of these moments. A moment that our kiddywings, Uncle Butters, Tiny Papas, and if you have that proclivity and propensity, and with layman nomenclature, you can refer to them as GNCs. And by the way, they are more than ubiquitous. They are rising up. They are rising up not in the name of their political factions, not in the name of their tribes, but in the name of dignity, in the name of justice, in the name of a future that is more honest, more equal, and more humane. And instead of our leaders listening to them, leading them, our leaders have chosen a different path. A path of distractions, a path of denial, that this movement is a Mount Kenya affair, a localized disturbance and a tribal war. This kind of narrative is not only false, but it is dangerous. It is dangerous because pen doesn't bear your tribal passport. Injustice doesn't check on your last name before a strike. The people who were protesting were not Kikuyus, they were not Kambas, they were not Luos, they were not Coasts, they were not Kurias, but they were our brothers and sisters. United not in terms of their bloodlines or tranquility, but in terms of shared truth that this country is not living up to its promise. So scapegoating on one community is not just false, but it is cowardized, dressed up as a strategist. It's the oldest trick in the book, divide and distract. And Kenya today, we are not ready for it. The problem that we face as a country, as Kenyans, is the system. It is the system that only serves the few instead of many. It is opportunity ordered, truth suppressed, and voices silenced. And let me just tell you something about the truth. Today, you may deny the truth. You may try to spin it over. You may delay it, but you will never defeat the truth. Truth will surely surface. And when it does, history will now tell us who was for it and who was against it. Let me tell our leaders, this is not the time to indulge in carcass. This is not the time for caliber. This is not the time to defend your tribe. This is the time to defend your nation. This is not the time to hold the line. This is the time to change the line, to redraw it so that it includes every Kenyan, not just the well-connected ones. Our GNC, our kiddywings, Uncle Butters, Tiny Papas, your clarity, your courage, your refusal to be divided along tribal line is the heartbeat of our movement. Do not let them reduce your conviction to tribal affair. Do not let them tell you that your problem is tribal problem. Your problem is national problem. So must be a solution. Do not cut out with their powers of backhandling and inducement. Let me just tell you, let me just be little bit technical here today. That if you envisage the phantasmagoria status of our economy today, you will deduce or prognosticate that our economy keep nosediving, plummeting in an aqua of this austerity, destitution, melancholy, kepevu malaki, ramsakos, and the cataclysmic prohaha and quagmire because of this gerontocracy. The non-plus quagmire and discombobulated quandary is an anachronistic and antediluvian mundus operandis of this gerontocracy. Let me be a little bit simple. This country will only move forward with unity, moral courage and humility. And you will not be judged by what we share, but you will be judged by what we can do together in the future. Thank you. This is Okeya Dokta, Homa Bay County.